Shadows of what we were. Chapter 1. What seems perfect? Madison always thought that her life was a balanced painting. She had a stable career as a marketing manager, an impeccable home in the outskirts of Seattle, and a husband she had loved for 6 years. Grant, architect, ambitious, detail-oriented, the kind of man who knew what to say and when to say it. But lately, there had been enviado. The dinners were silent, the nights distant, and his phone always on silent, face down. One Tuesday, Madison arrived home earlier than usual. Grant was not there. Above the dining room table, its open laptop displayed a half-written email. Rachel, last night was incredible. I can't stop thinking about you. I know what we're doing is wrong, but when I'm contigo, the world stopped. Rachel, her best friend from college, the one who had hugged her when Madison lost her mother, the one who disappeared from her life 3 years ago without explanation. She, Grant? Madison did not cry. She did not shout. She closed the laptop carefully, as if silence were her only form of protection. The double betrayal. The following days were a silent torture. Madison did not confront Grant. Yet. She observed him. She listened to him. She waited. One night, she approached and asked, "Everything all right at work?" "Yes, just a lot of stress. There is a new investment on the way. Do you remember Rachel? She's collaborating with the studio on interior design. Things of fate, right? Things of fate." The words tasted like poison. It was then that he decided to look for Rachel. He found her. He entered through social networks, still with that same smile. He wrote to her, "Madison, we need to talk. I'm not going to shout. I want to understand." Rachel responded in seconds. "I'm sorry. I never wanted. It happened like that. It was an accident. But I love him, Maddie. I love him. Not even a real apology. Just another bucket of betrayal." Liam. Unexpected light. One afternoon, while Madison tried not to fall apart Ross in a downtown cafe, she met Liam. He offered her a seat at a shared table. She barely nodded. "Bad week?" he asked, with a soft smile. "Is there any other kind lately? Liam was a wedding photographer. He had lived in San Francisco. Now he was settling in Seattle. He had that calmness of someone who has been through storms and still chooses to smile. For weeks, they began to coin. Sidir. Cafes. Walks. Sincere conversations. Without realizing it, Liam became her escape. Until one night, under the rain, while they walked by the port, he kissed her. It was slow, sincere, nothing. What to do with the empty passion? It was necessity, tenderness, home. But Madison moved away. She wasn't ready. Not yet. The return of the broken. A month later, Rachel appeared at Madison's door. She was pregnant. "It's from Grant. He wants to leave everything and come back to you. He says he doesn't feel anything for me." Madison didn't know what hurt more, the fact or the emotional chaos it unleashed. Grant arrived that night. "It was an error, Maddie. Yo, I felt alone. You were distant. But you are my life. Now that she is pregnant and you don't want a scandal, do you remember that I am your wife?" He did not respond. Chapter 5. Truth and decision. Liam appeared just when Madison needed him most. But he also had something to tell. "I have an offer to go to New York, to photograph for a magazine. But I won't go if you are here." She looked at him. "Liam, I'm broken. I don't know if I can give you what you deserve. I don't ask you to give me everything, Madison. Only that you don't close the door before opening it." That night, she penned only in his life with Grant, in Rachel, in the lie, in the kiss under the rain, in the child that Rachel was going to have, and for the first time in a long time, he slept peacefully. Final chapter. What we decided. Months later, Madison moved. She changed cities. She started writing a blog about relationships, from pain and truth. Grant assumed his paternity, but his story with Madison was left behind. Liam, he waited for her, and when she was ready, he didn't do it with fireworks. He did it with a cup of coffee, a sincere laugh, and a, "Do you still have that old camera?" And he knew it was a new beginning. Not perfect, but real. Because sometimes, what we were is only the shadow of what we are to be. End.